Hello, everyone. Good morning. And I hope you can grab a coffee with me and we can actually start to have real, raw, deep conversations. What I would love to open up today is a very similar topic from my two presentations this week. And we're talking about thinking and how our thinking creates emotions and how those emotions and feelings actually influence our results. That means what is actually directly influencing our results? It's our emotional home. And I realized how foreign this topic is, even though I thought it's very well known and everybody knows that they have choice in their life and they have choice to create better emotions. Now, there was a few different misunderstandings, and I love where the conversation was going, because it was taken on one side from perspective of black and white. Like, okay, if I can't be angry ever, frustrated ever, I can just give up on everything. And when something makes me angry, I just don't do it. I don't go through. And I said, no, that doesn't mean that. Let me see, if someone makes you angry, for example, in the traffic, you don't just stop and give up. You just don't need to get angry about things that you can't change, because it's no point. It's only making yourself feel bad, because you can't really do anything in traffic, right? Like when you are stuck in traffic and there is no turning left or right, or there is anything to do, while we making ourselves angry about people in front of us or car that is really slowing us down, we can't see the solutions. We can't see how we can solve the problem or how we can solve this situation, because we are getting so angry. And it can lead how, actually, there was one person that shared with us that he was getting so angry that he was late for work and he was stuck in traffic, that actually he crashed. Like he ended up in accident. And he said from his experience, if he is not that angry and frustrated, and he's not going to that cycle of anger, that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger inside you, he said, I actually wouldn't be having accident, because I will be able to call my boss and tell them I will be late, or I will be able to actually move that meeting, even though it was very important, to different date. And he really had a reflection and his own experience that he shared. And I really love that, because it is so important to see that we are angry, frustrated, stressed about things sometimes, or most of the time, that we can't control, we don't have any influence on. There is no point to get angry, to feel bad, to live in resistance. There is another part of mind, I call it worried mind. That was me before. Really hard to say that, but it was me before. For a really long time, I lived in worried mind. Everything was worrying me. Everything, I was doubting everything. I was in worries. I was in stress. I was under pressure. I thought I have to make more money. I felt like I don't have enough. When my bank account reached exact number, I was getting so stressed that I felt like I'm frozen and I can't do anything. And I was getting angry and frustrated and scared. And therefore I was self-doubting, and I was not feeling to do it anymore. I was feeling like I want to give up on my business. I want to give up on everything. I just want to make it easier. I just want to find a job and I want to be paid. That's all. And I had so many thoughts like that, until I realized and have my breakthroughs that there is flow. There is ease in life. There is day by day that you can actually live in flow, and you don't need to be and feel the resistance. I was able to move away from judgment, comparison, anger, frustration, only egocentric, egocentric way, leading my team and my work and my business and my friendships. And I was able to move on that other side. I was able to move to ease. I was able to move to acceptance and understanding and compassion and kindness. And I realized that it was always in me. I was just so disconnected. I was so disconnected from myself. I find myself to go for vacation, and I always took my laptop, I always took my phone, and I always check my emails. I wasn't able to have one day off without touching the work, right? I thought, and I set up all these expectations on myself. And I realized that I don't have any hobbies anymore. It wasn't hobby, it wasn't fun, it wasn't joy in my life. It all disappeared. It all disappeared, but I allowed that to disappear. I allowed myself to create such a strong focus on work and business and goals. I had all planned. And my goals were mostly financial because I wanted to support my family. I wanted to support kids. I wanted to support some charities. And I just had that number in my head. And that was all what was driving me. But I realized after a while that that KPI or that goal was driving me towards burnout, exhaustion. I was so tired. I was so stressed. And I was more and more disconnected from myself. That's when I realized that being on that side of anger, frustrations, and being on that side of stress, comparison, judgment, and egocentric goals that are telling us that we need to make money, it was not serving me. And it doesn't serve anyone. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a plan. I never say that. I'm in business. Of course, I always tell you, you need to have a plan. You need to know where you're going, right? But you need to know where you're going from perspective of outcome. You need to know where you're going from perspective of vision and mission. And it has to be heart-centered vision. It has to be purposeful. It has to be meaningful. If that vision and mission doesn't have any meaning for you, and you just want to make a lot of money, or you just think that you want to change million people's lives, that's just egocentric vision. It's just not going to be inspiring for you, for your people, for people around you. And how you want to run business, how you want to actually take yourself to the next level, or how you want to be great and successful CEO or leader. How? If you don't have real inspiring vision and mission, not just for you, but for your people, for people around you. How do you think businesses get successful? By doing things differently. People are sick of seeing all the time the same thing, right? Like seeing all the time same advertisement, seeing all the time same marketing. Everybody's posting the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing. Just stop doing that. Just stop. Because it's just copy and paste, copy and paste. It doesn't have anything with kindness, doesn't have anything with your heart, doesn't have anything with love, doesn't have anything with, I want to help my customers. It doesn't have anything with that. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's not coming from your heart. And being in flow and being on that other side where your thoughts and your emotions are more positive and actually resourceful, it's coming from understanding. It's coming from compassion. It's coming from kindness. It's coming from love. It's really coming from perspective of how can I respond? How can I serve? How can I be a better person for others? And I'm not saying that you need to live your life by expectations of others. No, I want you to connect to yourself. I want you to connect to your authentic self, because if you can be more you, who you truly are, and in the deep down, we are all the same. We actually have big hearts. They just cluttered. They're cluttered with anger, self-doubt, stress, fear, judgment, competition. There's so much more. We are so cluttered because those things creates blurry and worried minds, and we live life like that. I want this to be removed from the world. I want that to be removed from your mind. I want you to feel better. And you don't need to be happy every day, but you can actually feel joy every day. That's totally different level. I don't need people to be positive all the time. No, I want you to be you. I want you to be able to express who you are. What do you truly believe? What is your vision and mission? It doesn't matter if you're an employee or a leader or you're leading the business. It doesn't matter. We all have purpose. We all can live purposeful life. We all can. We don't need to change the world for that. We don't need to do massive, massive things in the world that people will write about us. and we will be famous. No, it's not about that. It's about being here, being present, be mindful, and understand how you are influencing other people minute by minute, how you are influencing people's lives. I was talking about the story of my teacher, and from someone who was probably not even noticed by other people. She was my teacher in high school. She was absolutely amazing woman. She was this tiny, cute lady, and she was so kind, but she was so normal, right? Like when you're in high school, teacher is like a teacher, right? Like they're all the same. And I wouldn't be noticing her. But when I was 15 and my parents got divorced, I realized that I don't belong, no one cares, and I really needed to be noticed. And I really want that, really needed some attention. No one noticed me, no one cared. And I started to feel that way, like no one really cared. And you can say that was coming from ego, right? Like I'm important, nobody's noticing that I exist. And well, that happened easily, especially in that age of, 15 or 16. It's it's hormonal disbalance, and I understand it now, but I didn't understand at that time. And I was this needy girl that really wanted some attention, and my parents, they were not able to give it to me that time because they were taking care of their own stuff. I was able to go from being really good student to really bad student in like 2 or 3 months. I just wanted to be noticed. All what I did, I just wanted to show, hey, this is me. And I felt like I was, studying for my parents, because they always expected me to be the best student, always be the smart one, even though I never really felt that way. And I gave up on school. And for 3 months, I was really, really bad. My teacher, this cute little woman, she stopped me when I was walking towards my classroom. And she said, Alex, I don't understand. This is not you. I know you're smart and then this. I know something is going on in your life. Please don't waste your future. Please don't do this. I thought you're going to university. I saw you to going to university. I knew you will do more with your life. And I know you can do that. And you're just showing me now that you don't want to do that, and you will destroy all future, because when you will continue this way, you will never be able to go to university. And that time when she said she believed in me, she told me that she thinks that I'm smarter than I thought. She saw things in me that I never ever saw. She told me about university. She told me about things that she had planned for me. And she noticed me. That 2-minute or 1-minute conversation with her changed my life. That's why I'm even being able to be here. I wouldn't be probably here talking to you, and I wouldn't be talking about my teacher from high school. This amazing conversation, this really small act of kindness, changed my life. I became the best student again, and I went to university, and I was traveling the world, and I have my own businesses, and I have all these because I started to believe in myself. This is what people need from you. This is what people need from you as a leader. They need you to see them. They need you to notice them. They need you to see beyond. That means you don't look at the result itself. If they are not performing, it's not about they are not smart. It's not about they can't do it. It's not about they're useless. They want you to see beyond that. They want you to notice. As a leader, you should have this ability to see beyond. Because it's usually about their life, about something happening in their life, something distracting their life. Maybe they lost the trust. They maybe developed some self-doubt. Maybe something happened in their life that changed them. They changed the way how they think about themselves. This is what you need to notice as a leader. You need to be kind. You need to start to be really kind and use mindfulness in leadership. Conscious leadership is all about this. It's noticing people. If they change results, we don't punish them for not having results. We don't reward them for having amazing sales this month. It's not about that. It's about seeing beyond how people work, why they work better, why they work worse, what is happening in their life. This is what leadership needs. Leadership needs kind conversations. Leadership needs to change, and companies need to change. Young generation don't want to work for someone who is all the time frustrated. Young generation will never stay in a workplace where is a lot of toxicity, where is dictatorship, where is tasking, where is actually not human approach. Leadership needs to be kind. It has to be kindness in your culture. It has to be kindness in you. If you can't give people yourself, if you can't serve, if you can't be there for them, I will tell you the truth, you shouldn't be a leader. It may sound cruel, but the world needs people that can give love, that can be generous. The world needs people that will notice each other, that will connect. So many people are disconnected. So many people are disconnected from themselves. They really struggle to connect. Be the person that will help them. Be the person that will help them to connect to themselves and to you and to others. Be the facilitator. You don't need to dictate. You don't need to task. You don't need to tell people what to do. They know their job probably good enough, long enough. And they're probably pretty good. They're just not motivated. They're just not inspired. They just struggle sometimes. And time to time, we have personal issues and problems. And yes, we bring them to the workplace. You're not there to punish people or reward people for their amazing performance. You are there to talk to people. You are there to start to have conversation, to understand. And I'm not saying that you need to treat people the way that you're always positive and you agree on everything. No, you need to have actually hard conversations. You need to give feedback. You need to actually raise the concern. You need to start to talk to people openly and not avoiding hard conversations. This is new world. This is new challenge. This is new reality. This is where we are really fighting for kindness. We start to connect female and male. We start to connect feminine and masculine energy in leadership. We need to be open to be kind leaders. It doesn't matter if you are a woman or man. We are in the roots, in our heart, we are all kind. When you come back to your children, when you come back to your friends, you're probably happy to see them and you are a kind person. And you can be the same in the workplace. We just thought, and the past was like that we need to be dictator. We need to be the person that is going to punish and reward. And we need to be the person that makes decision. No, your team is capable enough to making decisions. And you are capable enough to start to be a human being, a kind human being, as a leader, as a manager, as a business owner, as an employee, as a parent, as a friend. That's all what we need in this world. Kindness, not try to be or pretend to be nice guy. Being kind means I will open hard conversation. I will tell you and give you feedback. I will be honest. I will tell you if I notice there is something going on, and I can help you to change. And yes, sometimes it feels like even I have to be bold and cruel and all those kind of words, but I'm not. I'm just trying to help the person to see the world as it is. And I try to help people to see themselves as they are. We can go deeper. We can discover so much inside of us. And we can connect with ourselves so much and on a deeper level that will take us to the flow, and we will start to experience flow in life, in our work, in our relationships. We will stop actually feeling that resistance, fears, doubts, worries, and we can totally remove ourselves from stress. And it works because nothing really changed in my life from perspective of circumstances or environment. I'm running the same business, but I don't have stress. I can actually even say that. I don't have stress. I have zero stress. And I'm not talking about pressure. I love to have pressure. I love deadlines. I love plans. And I still do it to myself because I really like that, and I'm working really well when I have deadlines. But it doesn't mean that I have stress, and doesn't mean that I'm reacting and living my life from amygdala, from the middle part of the brain. I'm not living my life from fight and flight mode all the time. You can do the same. You can actually start to be connected to yourself and live life that is true to you, that is meaningful, purposeful for you, that is coming from deep inside you, and you can express yourself clearly. People will start to notice that you are you. They will trust you more because you will become authentic. Everything will change in your life. From the moment you do this transformation from being in resistance, moving towards flow and acceptance, everything will start to work for you. And who here really wants their life to just work for them? And life and world is here for you. If you are open enough, if you are in a flow, trust me, you will feel that every day. You will feel that everything is here for you. That ability to live your life fully in joy and acceptance and being here, living present moment, living each moment fully, being here with people, for people, coming to the world from servant heart. Wow, people will want to work for you. You don't need to tell them what to do. Your business will grow itself. It will start to magnetize people to you. You don't need to start to push marketing and sales. We did it all. And more we work, harder we work, we were getting lower and lower results. We stopped. We reconnected. We connected to our vision, mission. We reconnected to who we are as a business. And I connected to myself as a person, as a leader, as a business owner, as a coach, as a mentor, as a friend. I feel like I came back to myself, and I wish you will feel the same. I wish you can experience that feeling to coming back to yourself. I felt myself again. And the moment that happened, everything changed. And everything can change for you without creating more energy, resistance, and push and pull and try harder. You can actually stop trying harder. It's actually easy. I'm looking forward to have some comments and some insights, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. Please let me know what are your thoughts on this and what are you experiencing in your life. If you would like to know more about our inner circle, we are opening up doors in October, and we are opening up for everyone who wants to come to this space and share this experience and start to live in flow, start to magnetize and attract people, careers, money, friends, whatever you want. You will attract them to yourself after you become yourself. I'm looking forward to hear from you and talk to you soon.